Hi, it's Catie Harris from Philly Wellness Center. We're talking about stem cells. So fueling regeneration and what stem cells need to work. So everyone's heard of stem cells. They're like the holy grail of healing, right? But there's something most people miss, and that's that stem cells don't heal you on their own. Okay, everybody thinks that stem cells are regenerating tissue and redoing this, and they're like builders, but builders can't rebuild your house if there's no lumber, no nails, no electricity. The same is true inside the body. The stem cells need fuel, structure, and communication to actually regenerate the tissue. And so today, let's talk about what they really need to work and why some people get amazing results, why some people get meh, right? And it's a lot of money to spend to get a meh response, so you want to be prepared. So first, mitochondrial power. This is the energy for repair. So every stem cell, every tissue is trying to rebuild depends on the mitochondria for energy. If your mitochondria are sluggish, your cells can't divide, migrate, or differentiate properly. Mitochondria produce ATP, which is the universal energy currency, but without ATP, even the best stem cell infusions won't create lasting repair. That's why I always tell my patients, before you think about adding stem cells, make sure your cellular energy system is online. Support it with NAD. You can also use methylene blue to charge that mitochondrial battery. Red light therapy for photobiomodulation. CoQ10, carnitine, magnesium, these keep the electron chain flowing. Without energy, stem cells are just passengers, they're not the drivers. So membrane health, the structure of regeneration. Next is the cell membrane, so the intelligent barrier that controls what goes in and out. Stem cells read and respond through membranes. So if your membranes are inflamed, rigid, or oxidized, then the communication is going to break down. Healthy membranes depend on phosphatidylcholine, which is a building block of every cell membrane, plasmalogens, which are specialized lipids that protect the cell membrane from oxidative stress, and cholesterol, not the villain, but the stabilizer that maintains fluidity. If you want your stem cells to integrate and repair tissue, you have to build the terrain first, and that means repairing your membranes with these essential fats. Nutrients, so the raw materials to build new tissues. When stem cells start to rebuild tissue, they need amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, not just to make new cells, but to activate enzymes and produce growth factors. Think of nutrients as the construction workers for cellular architecture. So you want to focus on amino acids like glycine, proline, glutamine for collagen and connective tissue, B vitamins and zinc for DNA synthesis, and antioxidants like glutathione and vitamin C to reduce oxidative stress. No nutrients, no rebuild, period. Okay, they're not just expensive things that we take and we pee out. I know the conventional medicine's not big on vitamins, nutrients, and minerals, though I have no idea why, because that's exactly what your body needs in order to rebuild. So for the environment and the matrix that they live in. So stem cells also rely on a clean, oxygenated extracellular matrix, the scaffolding that holds your cells together, right? So if it's loaded with heavy metals, molds, toxins, chronic inflammation, stem cells can't anchor and they won't communicate properly. That's why I often recommend detoxification before regenerative therapy. So IV chelation, ozone, EBU, that can clear the debris so stem cells can thrive. So if you're thinking about stem cell therapy or you've had it and you didn't feel the results, this is where to look. It's not just about the injection, it's about the cellular ecosystem that those cells, stem cells land in. When your mitochondria are strong, your membranes are flexible, and your nutrients are abundant, then stem cells can become master builders again. So in the next video, we'll talk about how to support and maintain your stem cells long term. So how lifestyle, redox balance, and even mindset influence your regenerative potential. Because you don't want to just receive stem cells. You want to live like your body is constantly regenerating itself. That's the essence of longevity and the real code of the mitochondria. So in the next episode, we'll talk about how to protect and sustain your stem cells.